3rd century AD. The banks of the lower current of the Danube River have known the footprints of the Roman legions for a long time. A province called Mysia, part of the northern border of the empire, was founded south of the river. Pathways have turned into roads and the fertile turf is dotted with fortresses and towers, around which settlements emerge. The remnants of the Castra Martis fortress are located near the town of Kua, only 12 kilometers from the border with present-day Serbia. Even now, one of the arrow-slit forts remains standing in the town center to give the town its name. Castra Martis is a typical military fortress from the 3rd century AD, with strategic importance for guarding the road from Raciaria near the present-day village of Archar, where a coin meeting took place, through Bunonia, the present-day town of Vidin, to Niš and the Capitoline. In search of living monuments, we stop by the Baba Vida fortress. It is situated at the river's Grand Curve by the town of Vidin. Its construction began in the 10th century. The medieval fortress is partly built on the remnants of Roman Bunonia, yet it is an achievement completed by Bulgarian builders. In the Museum of Vidin, the largest town in northwest Bulgaria, artifacts connected with the rule of the Roman Empire over the region have been well preserved. Here you can see the bronze sculpture of the Capitoline Oath, a symbol of Rome. Also metal rings which may have been used as stamps. Depictions of gods of the Roman pantheon. We see several low reliefs dominated by the presence of Mithra, the sun god and protector of the military. Rome's heritage is timeless and enchanting. Even today, archaeologists and historians travel to excavate the places where our ancestors thrived in fortresses, palaces and sanctuaries. Apollodorus of Damascus is one of the most eminent architects and builders of Emperor Trajan's time. He received his stellar education in the East. The wooden bridge over the Danube is mentioned on Trajan's column located in Rome. The small but exquisite museum in Kladovo surprises us with its interesting collection of Roman artifacts. A sign sculpted in relief on a marble column characteristic of the Roman style. A Mithra god statue and a preserved helmet. Preserved remnants of horse weaponry. The marble head of Diana the goddess, the Roman equivalent of the Greek Artemis, is of great interest. She is among the most revered by the Romans. These are remnants of the fortress named after the goddess Diana. It is also located in the Kladovo municipality, East Serbia. Traveling along the Danube River brings yet another surprise. Decebalus, the last Dacian king, proved to be a serious challenge for the Romans. He has remained in history as a brave soldier and a wise ruler. In the Municipality Museum of Negotin, Serbia, there is the skeleton of a Gaul, a full-length mural of a Roman soldier. Arcs, typical of the Roman architectural style, have been preserved, as well as parts of antique tombstones and marble sculptures from sanctuaries. The bronze sculptures of militant Mars, the god of war, and Neptune, the ruler of water, stand out among the artifacts. We enter the fortress of Beograd through one of the main gates. The Roman way of organizing the fortress as a space where equipment and hundreds of soldiers could gather was a true achievement that left its mark on future epochs. The Caleta fortress was built in Roman times. The settlement that spread around it was named Beogradić in the Middle Ages. The fortress was part of Rome's defense system. It was constructed with bricks and concrete, with buttresses and towers, while the gates were masoned from closely lined blocks of grey limestone. Prominent porches emphasized the massive breadth of the building. The historic heritage that can be seen around the present-day towns of Zajčar, Kua, Vidin, proves that ancient people have left their mark on contemporary topography with artifacts revealing their material and spiritual culture, which is part of the lives of Bulgarians and Serbs alike, regardless of national borders. 11 kilometers from the Serbian town of Zajčar in Gamzigrad, a marvelous palace bearing the name of Felix Romuliana stands out. It was built in the 3rd century AD during Emperor Galerius' rule. Gaius Valerius Maximianus, or Emperor Galerius, was one of the so-called military emperors who owe their career to their military achievements. Under the patronage of Emperor Diocletian, Galerius was in charge of guarding the borders along the Danube. His victory over the Persians brought him to the emperor throne. In his aspiration to gain immortality, he built the architectural ensemble Felix Romuliana. He named it after his mother, thus merging her grandeur with the founders of the empire. Nowadays, archaeologists refer to the ensemble as a memorial complex. It is comprised of an emperor palace, 2 sanctuaries, burial mounds and fortified walls. The Emperor Palace had numerous porches and thermal baths encrusted with expansive mosaics. The sculptures in the palace were made of pink granite and green porphyry imported from Cappadocia. The construction was supported by gorgeous columns ending in capitals. Everything in Felix Romuliana was announced wholly from the very beginning of its construction. Each building was intended to convey a specific message or symbol. All decorative elements symbolize the emperor's immortality. This iconography dates back to 305 AD. In the distance, there are 2 forts erected on the Magura Mount. Archaeologists have discovered that this is a sacred place, supposedly serving as a mausoleum for Galerius and his mother. Ancient people had a sense of nature's beauty and uniqueness. From prehistoric times, various epochs and civilizations have existed on this land. Progress and diverse interests have competed in their influence. Perhaps it is only the sunrise and the sunset that are immortal, and the great European river, the Danube, keeping the secrets of millions of human lives.